Hey, what's up to everybody out there? Welcome to another edition of the Roundtable Talk. And I'm your host, C Money. And today we're doing another segment of Hotspots in South Florida. Now, on our last segment, we did a hotspot called Dolphin Mall. Now, in that segment, we was just doing the mall in general with everything, talking about all the spots inside the mall, which was basically Dave and Buster's, Bolero, the bowling alley, which also has a laser tag, cul-de-sac, you know what I'm saying, the movie theater, car theaters, all the restaurants, general information about the mall. Now we're back at Dolphin Mall, but we are focusing on one location, which is a hot spot that everybody likes at this place, which is Dave and Buster's. Now I'm currently inside of Dave and Buster's. Now, like I said in the last segment, Dave and Buster's opened up at the same time that the mall opened up in 2001. Now, Dave and Buster's is a family fun center, which is more family than little kids, because adults can come here as well. Because as you know, they do have, a restaurant inside of Dave and Buster's where you can order food and drinks and anything of that nature. But they also have adult games and also kid games. Like one like this one, Monopoly. And they also have, Deal or No Deal, and of course, Wheel of Fortune, and a lot of games. Now, within that mind, this is a spot that a lot of people like to go to. And since Dave and Buster's on the weekends are open to 2 in the morning, it is a nice late night spot for families to also come to as well for late night entertainment. Now, I believe after a certain hour, they do have a rule where kids must be accompanied by adults. I don't know if it's all the time, but I know at game time when I did my show at Game Time, my episode a couple of episodes back, they did have a sign where you have to be accompanied by an adult to actually enter into the premises. I believe Dave and Buster's is the same, but I believe after a certain time, it's the same. Because I know when GameWorks used to be GameWorks, they had it where after a certain time you had to end, you can only be accompanied enter with an adult. And yeah, with here, it has to be, the kids have to be accompanied by an adult, and no more than 6 kids per adult. This is one of the places that I like to come to as far as one of the hotspots, because it's more of an adult place and a kids place. Like, there are places like Boomers that we did our first segment of hotspots in. Boomers is like more of a kid place, but adult friendly, because you have go-karts and stuff like that. But it's more of a kids place. Game Extreme that we went to, because remember I did a segment on Extreme, is also both, but it's extreme. It's more of an extremist person. The adult version is more of the go-karts than it is for them. This is more of both, because you have kiddie games, you have adult games. They have different types of drinks. They have a bar. Not many places have a bar. Boomers has a bar, but they probably have a selective bar. And this is a nice hot spot that that's featured here. And not only with that, it's basically they have deals. If you sign up through your email, because all the points and the credits go into your Dave and Buster's card. And if you have an email, they send you email discounts and stuff, and they send you emails on promotions and stuff of that nature that goes on at Dave and Buster's. And not only with promotions, they send you information on if they're having anything like going on, or different events and stuff going on, stuff like that. You can also come here as well. Like that. And one of the places, and one of the things I like about this place is, like most other places, just like how to say, Dave and Buster's, their machines all of their machines, basically their games, they work. They don't break down. When they break down, they barely break down. Like, you only have it where it breaks down, and then it's only broken down for like maybe an hour or two or a couple of hours, because they always have somebody fixing it. the games and stuff like that. As opposed as other places where the games are like not working and then they take a day or two or so to actually work. You know what I'm saying? So now you have it where, oh, you have to wait till the game, it function. Now this is a nice little spot because of, not only that, you can also have an event here, which is a party or like a meeting for your co-workers, like a job meeting or conference and stuff like that, because it actually is a nice place to sit down and have a meeting at. And the one thing I like also about Dave & Buster's, which is another thing, you can use your points that you get from like your ticket, your points that goes to your card. You can also use them for appetizers. And what that is that basically they have a few items on their menu. Because not for food, but appetizers. Like you can like make up a certain amount of points. You can use them to get a certain types of appetizers, on their menu, which is a good thing because for some people, like, hey, I don't just want toys. Maybe I can get an appetizer and also a third and dessert. Nobody just wants that. Oh, let me just get an appetizer. No, they're gonna want, let me just get because in the redemption area they have decent types they have decent types of prizes in the redemption area. Some for adults, some for kids. I've had some redemption. There's been some times where I've been here and I redeemed my card, my tickets for something, and I gave it to either my mom or I had it for a friend or gave a nice little present or whatever, and stuff like that. The one thing about it is some of the games and stuff may be a little bit pricey towards the card, but it's worth it. Most of the things are worth it. And if you're a gamer, this is a spot. It's not. If you are a gamer, this is more like of a regular game. It's like an arcade. But if you're a real true gamer, this is not a place to be at because, gamers don't come to places like this. In one of our future segments, I'm going to show you a spot where there is a true gaming place where you got to be a true gamer, and it's a place that I like to go to as well. Now, this place also as well is basically they have a lot of variety of games, basketball games. They even have, the casino games. I mean, you don't technically win casino money, but it's basically like, in the casinos and stuff like that. So, and a lot of things about this, and they also have an interactive ride. And I'm gonna walk over there right now to show you the interactive ride. And it's basically, it's not really like an interactive ride, like you ride like if you at a carnival or an amusement park. It's like basically virtual reality. That's what I meant to say, virtual reality, because it's a virtual reality ride. And basically, there's 3 types, and it's behind. There's 3 types of virtual reality rides. There's one called the Jurassic World, which is basically a thing of Jurassic Park. There's a Men in Black one, and there's a third one. And I rode the Jurassic Park one. It's a nice one. It's nice, I mean, with that one, you don't have to pay with your card. It's a cash thing. You don't pay with your credits. You either pay with, put because you pay that separately. You either pay it with your card or you pay it, you put the money on your card and they tap it, or they, take it off your card, or you pay in cash. You don't use your credits that you buy towards the game for that. And that's one thing. So it's not as bad as you think it is. It's fun, it's this nice little price, A lot of kids like to do it. Some adults do it as well. Now, as you can see, we're here on a weekday, and it's not as busy. When I did the last segment, when I was at Dolphin Mall, it was crowded. So it was hard to maneuver to do a lot of stuff because the food court was crowded, the shops and the stores and all of the hot, like the entertainment spots, like the movie theater, the bowling alley, the Dave all of that is crowded. Here it's a weekday in the daytime, so a lot of kids are at school. You have very few kids. You have some adults that are off and stuff. So it's not too much. It's crowded. I'm here in the back area where what you want to call it, the hoops are. And I like this one because this pays homage to my favorite team, which is the Miami Heat. Because we are in the South Florida area, so the basketball team is the Miami Heat. So basically, that's what it is. Now, with that in mind, you have to check out Dave & Buster's in your areas, because not too many Dave & Buster's, like the South Florida area, there's only 2 Dave & Buster's. There's one in Miami at the Dolphin Mall, and then there's one in Broward at Oakwood Plaza. And the one at Oakwood Plaza stands alone. That will probably be a future segment. Well, today's segment would have possibly been at the one, because at that location, because I said, since I already did a segment at Dolphin Mall, I'll maybe do the Dave & Buster's location in Hollywood. Well, I would do that for a later episode, because I said, okay, I'll just do the Dolphin Mall, because I didn't really focus on Dave & Buster's at Dolphin Mall. I more focused on Dolphin Mall in a whole when I did that segment. And basically it was supposed to be a Dave & Buster's segment, but I said no, since the mall has more to offer, like bowling and laser tagging and movie theaters and stuff like that. I said I'll do that one as a mall in the whole, and maybe one day I'll come back and do Dave & Buster's as one. Now they also have bowling here, which is Masterland, which is like a virtual reality bowling, where you bowl the ball and then like on TV it'll show you that it's bowling. A lot of the games here are interesting and fun, interesting games, because they come, you come and you find, wow, you would never thought. Now one of the games that interests me is also they have TV show games here as well. Just like this one is The Price is Right, which is a Price is Right game. Now the Dave & Buster's in Hollywood has the game show that's now back in service that used to be back in the day, which is called I forgot the name of the shop. I'm there. Pressure Luck. I'm sorry. The name of the game is Pressure Luck. And it's a game show that was back in the I think the 70s and 80s, I believe, and the 90s, I believe. And then now it's back on as a new, revamped as a new, they brought the game show back. And here they don't have Pressure Luck. Here they have Monopoly, they have Wheel of Fortune, they have Deal or No Deal, which I've shown you. They have a lot of the TV game shows games, and also Connect 4. I didn't show you, but Connect 4 is, you can see in the back, Connect 4 is back there. And there's also another game called Connect Hoops, which is right here. And what Connect Hoop basically is just like Connect 4, but you're playing basketball. You're shooting the ball in the hoop to get it to do Connect 4. It's just the same as Connect 4, just only with basketball, which is fun. I love it. I love to play it. The one, like I said, the reason why I like Dave & Buster's is because I always get the perks through emails. And on certain days, they have different offers and stuff. And then they also have promotions where you can come watch the games at Dave & Buster's. And they have like food promotions along with food and card promotions. Like you can probably get like food and an hour play card or something for maybe $20, $25. Depends. I'm not saying that they do that. I'm just saying they have food offers like that. And I know on like certain days they have promotions throughout the weeks and stuff like that, and they have different types of promotions. They have weekly promotions that they do like every week, but then they also have these special promotions that they come out every now and then and have promotions and stuff like that. So you can actually do it. There are places like that. There are, Game Time really doesn't have promotions like that. And Extreme doesn't really have promotions. Boomers, the only promotions they have is basically the season pass promotion during Black Friday, when you can get your season pass for like half off, and then they have the perks with the season pass. And they have perks with the season pass, like the season pass holders get emails on different items of the month, like food of the month, because they do like different portions on this is what they're gonna be serving for the food of the month, because with Dave or with Boomers there's only a certain, they only have like a limited menu, hot dogs, burgers, pizza stuff. Here at Dave & Buster's there's a whole menu. You can get pasta, anything. Like I get things here that I would never get at a regular arcade place. Because regular arcades, if you go to some arcades, it's only sell cheeseburgers and hot dogs and stuff, just like Boomers and Extreme. Here you can get pasta, you can get chicken, nachos. You can get a whole bunch of stuff here at Dave & Buster's, which is a good thing because a lot of people, like variety of food, and with here you get different types of beers and liquors, and there's a bar and stuff. So it's very, 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 very good. That's why I do it. Now this sits in the entertainment district that I told you about in the last section, in the last episode of the Round Table Talk. This sits in the entertainment district of Dolphin Mall. Now I told you what I call it the entertainment district because it's right here on the outskirts of Dolphin Mall, where you have the movie theater, Bolero Bowling Alley, which also has laser tag. Also, you have Cul-de-sac, which is a children's play thing, something like Chuck E. Cheese. You have a lot of restaurants, and then you also can call Dave & Buster's. That's why I say the entertainment section of the mall, because the movie theater sits inside of the mall, but upstairs. Dave & Buster's and Cul-de-sac sits outside of the mall, and Bolero sits inside of the mall next to the movie theater. So if you used to come here after hours of the movie theater, you'll have to go to the back side of the mall or around in the other side of one section of the south side of the mall. I should say the south side of the mall to get to all of the entertainment. All the entertainment stuff sits on the side. What everything is. So now I look at it as if, how it is on everything. Now, it ain't much, what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of spots, hey, and everything, it's a lot of spots to go at, and a lot of places, and a lot of things to eat here. So it's kind of good. But yeah, this is an interesting spot to be at. I'm everybody can hang out and enjoy themselves, from the young people to the old people. Sometimes I bring my mom here because, it's some things that's here that's interesting that my mom, she don't play a lot of games, but, it's interesting here to go and say, oh yeah, this is fun. This is something to do. So yeah, as you can see, this is one of the restaurant areas this is the bar, and this is the seat, one of the seating areas. They also have, when you come in from the front side, they have extra bars and extra seatings, because I remember when I dated my girl back in the day, when she took me for my birthday, we sat in the front area. And at one point they used to do karaoke here, and I used to like going to karaoke, but they discontinued that, which was a sad thing. But it's not bad. It's not as bad as you think. It's just it's nice fun. Like, this is one of the games that's not working right now, but I'm quite sure technicians are going to be working on them, because I've seen the technicians throughout the area. See, there's another game that's the same. But there's technicians that I've seen around the area that are working on other games. So I'm quite sure within the next day, or by the end of the day, that game will be up and running. So, it's good, it's great. This is why I say this is one of the places where it's nice. It's a nice spot. You can come, you can enjoy yourself. Right here is the Derby's Owners Club. It's kind of like a derby racing game, like a horse racing game. I played it one time. I don't get it. It's not something that I'm fascinated about. And it's like, ooh, what is it all about? Like, I can, grasp the concept of it on why they have it. They used to have a roll the ball and then it comes to you, and you roll the ball and you get like, it's like a who gets to the finish line game. Who gets to the finish line towards the end. Now it's straight.
1,400 meters. The winner was number 4. In second place, number 3.
Well, as you can see, it's moving. But yeah, this is the spot to be at. This is a continuation of my last segment from Dolphin Mall, which is here at Dave & Buster's. If you would like to know more about Dave & Buster's and this location, you can always check out their website, Dave & Buster's. I believe it's davidbusters.com, or Google Dave & Buster's if you want to know more about the Dave & Buster's website, or Google it, and you go. If you want to know more about this episode and any of our episodes, as always, I tell you can comment at the bottom of this page, or you can also email us roundtable00@yahoo.com, roundtable00@yahoo.com. That lets you know the races are going to be starting soon, even though there's nobody here. But yeah, like I say, roundtable00@yahoo.com. You can comment at the bottom of this page if you want to know more about this location, or if you want to know more about anything, or if you want to have a question about our past episodes, you can watch them, comment, and everything. This was a short, quick episode because I just wanted to do a recap on it, do a follow-up on Dave & Buster's at Dolphin Mall, because we never got a chance to do Dave & Buster's because we was more interested on the mall itself, and I would have did inside of Dave & Buster's, but I said no, I just want to do the mall all together because the episode was basically supposed to be about Dave & Buster's, but I made it to the point where the whole mall itself is an entertainment mall, so why not just do one altogether about the mall, and then I can do a segment later on about Dave & Buster's, which is today. And so you know more about Dave & Buster's now than you did the last episode. And you know we would the Hollywood section. This is the episode that I'm telling you about the Hotspots, Dave & Buster's at Dolphin Mall. Come out here and enjoy yourself if you're in the South Florida area. Dolphin Mall, as you know, sits out west in the Doral area of the Miami, out west. If anything, like I said, roundtable00@yahoo.com is our email. Comment, email us. You can comment at the bottom of this episode and any of our previous and past episodes. If you want to see a hotspot in the South Florida area that you want to know about, you can email us, or you can comment. We can get it to you. We can do an episode, anything. But thank you for watching this. This is another episode of the Roundtable Talk. I'm your host, C Money. Have a nice day, and I'll see you next time.